Hello, my dear students. Today we will start a new topic of class 8th, that is chapter 18, pollution of air and water. So in this topic we will study what is pollution, what is air pollution and water pollution, and what are the effects of air pollution and water pollution, and what measures we need to take to prevent the air pollution and water pollution. Okay, so you all know that you have heard about the Taj Mahal. So where is Taj Mahal? It is in Agra, Delhi. Okay, so it is a seven wonders of the world. But nowadays you have been hearing that this monument, it has been polluted. Okay, so this monument, it is made up of the beautiful white marbles, but that white marbles is been diminishing. So why it is diminishing? Because of the pollution. Okay, so because of the pollution our environment also is spoiling. So we will study what are the effects of this pollution. Okay, so before this we will study about what is air. So you have been studying this in from your lower classes. So what is air? Air is a mixture of many gases and also the dust particles. So air is referred to the Earth's atmosphere. So Earth's atmosphere is nothing but the air. It is the clear gas in which living things live and breathe. So without air we cannot live. Without food we can live for at least one day, and without water we can stay for some time. But without air we cannot live for a single minute. So air is very important for living beings. Okay. So this air, it has indefinite shape and volume. That is, air does not have a definite shape and also the definite volume. And outside the space there is no air. Okay. So then what does this air contains? What is the composition of air? So air is a mixture of gases. It makes the Earth's atmosphere. So these gases, they are colorless and odorless. Okay, and hence we cannot see the air. Can you see the air? No, but only you can feel the air. Okay, so what does this air contains? So what is the composition of air? So this air contains about 78% of the nitrogen gas, okay, and around 20 to 21% of oxygen, and 1% of the other gases, and also the water vapor. So other gases like argon, carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is about 0.03%. Okay, and air also contains the water vapor. So this water vapor, it varies from place to place. So different places have different moisture content. Okay, so this composition of the air, it is unchanged until the elevation of approximately 10,000 meter. Okay, so this is the composition of the air. And some other components of the air are also present. Sulfur dioxide gas is present, nitrogen dioxide gas, ozone is present, carbon monoxide gas is present. So these gases, some of the gases are pollutant. So we will study little later what are pollutants. Okay, so if you see the properties of the air, so air is, we'll see the properties of the air. So this air is colorless and odorless. Colorless and odorless. Colorless means it doesn't have any color. Odorless means it doesn't have any smell. Okay, and it occupies space. It occupies space. Okay, so it is a mixture of different gases. Okay, hence it is a matter. Matter means anything which occupies space is known as matter. Okay, take for example a balloon. So when you blow a balloon, it will expand. Why it will expand? Because the air is blown into it. So that empty space of the balloon, it is filled by the air. Okay, so this air will occupies the space. Next is, so this air, it will exerts pressure. It will exert pressure. That means air has weight. Okay, and the pressure exerted by the weight of the air is known as the air pressure. Okay, and air will expand. Expanding property. Air has the expanding property. Means on heating it will expand and it will occupy the more space. Hence the air will expand. Okay, so these are the properties of the air. Next we'll see what is pollution. Okay, so pollution means any undesirable change that takes place in the environment. Undesirable change means any unwanted change that happens in the environment is called as the pollution. Okay, so this will affect the both living things and the non-living things. Okay, so this is the pollution. So how the pollution is caused? By the pollutants. So what are pollutants? Pollutants are the harmful chemicals and also the substances that cause the pollution. These are called the pollutants. Take for example nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxide, carbon monoxide, pesticides. So these are the some of the pollutants which will cause the pollution of the atmosphere. We have different types of pollution. So what are those different types? One is air pollution, land pollution, water pollution and noise pollution. So air pollution means anything which will pollute the air is called as air pollution. Land pollution. So if the land is polluted or the soil is polluted, then it is said to be land pollution. Water pollution. So the water is polluted by the pollutants. It is called as water pollution. And noise pollution. So the sound is changed. That is the pollution of the sound or the change in the sound. It is the noise pollution. So these are the different types of pollution. So the air pollution is caused by different harmful gases. Okay, so these gases will pollute the air. These gases are released by the industries. And water is polluted by some of the factories. The factories will release the harmful chemical substances into the river or the water. So water is polluted. So this will affect the organisms present in the water. The living organisms will die because of the chemicals. And noise pollution. So by the vehicles, the noise is polluted, the sound is polluted. So because of the sound, there are so many adverse effects. Okay, and land pollution. So this land is polluted because of releasing some of the chemicals. The factories or the industries, they release the chemicals and they will dump into the soil, and the waste materials, they are dumped into the soil. So because of this, the soil is polluted, and because of the polluted soil, we have so many adverse effects. Okay. So these are the different types of pollution. So in this chapter, we will specifically study about the air pollution and the water pollution. So how the air is polluted, how the water is polluted, and what are the effects of the pollution, what we have to do to prevent this air pollution and water pollution. We will study in the next chapter, next session. So here we will study what is air pollution. Air pollution means it is the contamination of the air by various hazardous substances. So hazardous substances means very harmful substances. Okay, so that will affect the human beings and also the environment. So the contaminated air, it will affect the health of the human beings and also the environment. This is the air pollution. So what are the air pollutants? As I said, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide. So these are the air pollutants. So these gases, when they mix with the water, they will become acid. So they'll come to the earth, or they'll reach the earth in the form of the acid rain. So these acid rain, it will have many side effects. So what are those effects? We will study in the next session. We will stop here. Thank you.